to all the male actors, or maybe just one male actor? Kasi I heard, I mean, you've been saying all this time na napaka-daring na movie, but I heard na sobrang daring itong movie na to na may close-up down ng male genital. Is that true? Meron ba sa inyong aamin na kayo nga ang gumawa sa scene na yun, and how did that feel?
Direct Erik?
Direct, ikaw na lang po.
Direct, pwede ba nila sabihin?
Direct,
Aminin,
na-stop po kami huwag magsalita, ikaw na po bahala.
Pero hindi namin sabihin kung kanino.
Okay. Para panoodin, para panoodin.
Ganun po siya, boing, ganon. So, watch out for the boing.
Wow, so masigit pa to sa fangirl ni Paolo Avellino.
Hulaan na lang po, sir, kung kanino siya.
Pero direct, sige. Since sinabi niyo naman na meron, how did you present that idea dun sa actor na yon, and how did he take it? How were you able to convince him?
Again, I think without hindi ko gagasgasin yung tiwala, di ba? Pero sinabi ko talaga, that's what I need for the scene. So if the actor said no, then I would have just gone on to the next actor, di ba?
So hindi talaga
and found someone who would do that, no? Yon. But I think again in the wanting to tell a story and how graphic it is, if you look at the context of the scene, kung gaano siya ka-graphic, I think you would also react na parang gulat na gulat, because that's what I really want na reaction from everybody who's gonna see it, because it comes at a scene where you least expect it. And with the music that I put there, mas lalo mo pang hindi expect na may tatambad talaga yung word eh. May
ang trabanda lang direct.
may magtatambad na ganong eroplano dun sa eksena, di ba? Ganong katulis na eroplano sa mukha ni Alexa Miro. So, yun.
Hindi na nga po ako nagsasalita pero sobrang boring talaga siya. So yung nararamdaman ko sa film, yun yung mararamdaman ng audience for sure.
So Alexa, paano ka nag-prepare din sa scene na yun na alam mong may tatambad, that it's a very, shall we say, titillating scene?
Hindi po siya
Nagtulog-tulugan.
Nagulat po ako, kahit na alam ko po kung ano yung mangyayari, parang nakailang take nga po ako dun sa sobrang gulat ko. Kasi talagang, so I was surprised every single take, pero it was a very fun scene to take, for sure. Yeah.
Thanks. Pero direct, on a more serious note, would you feel bad if ang maging focus ng mga manonood nito ay yung scene na yon, if that's the only thing they'll remember or they'll talk about the movie?
No, I'm ready. I think, judging from also the questions that we're getting, because no one has seen the film yet, di ba? I would understand if people would just focus on how much skin we showed, di ba? But I want everyone, not just the press, but I want everyone who will be there to watch it to open their minds beyond the skin that we're showing, di ba? Kasi nga it goes beyond that eh. It goes beyond that. And pag nakita niyo yung lahat ng nudity na yan, not just with people, nudity with animals as well, that you're gonna see in the movie, may isip mo kung bakit ganun siya katapang.
Tama.
And it's to frame this generation in a certain way.
Right. Ang huling question ko direct sa inyo, did you try na ilapit itong mga roles na to more established actors? I asked this kasi recently nagkaroon ng minor controversy about that movie 13 na parang bakit daw nilapit sa more established actors imbis na sa voice actors, pero kasi ang dahilan nga daw ng producers gusto nilang mas mag-generate ng interest yung movie, pero kayo baligtad ang inaano nyo mga fresh actors when I know walang tatanggi sa inyong established actors. So bakit ganon?
Imagine this. I wrote a post a week ago what this movie is about, contextualizing it. I think if you look at Breakfast Club, Reality Bites, The Big Chill, yung mga movies na yan about a certain generation, di ba? Even you can consider Friends, no? You cannot stage a movie about an ensemble piece where there's popular faces immediately holding the story, handling the story, kasi it sends off the wrong signal. I think the more varied the faces are, the more that they look like every other woman or man you see on the street, is so much better for the story. Diba? Si Breakfast Club, sina Ali Sheedy, wala pang nakakakilala nun. There were 6 of them. Reality Bites, yung Reality Bites ni Winona Ryder, wala pa sila nun. Diba? Bagitong-bagito pa si Ben Stiller nun and si Erik Stoltz. The previous movie of Erik Stoltz was Only Some Kind of Wonderful, and that was that. No? Because they wanted an everyman in all the characters na hindi ma-overshadow ng celebrity status ng bida. No? And that's what I wanted. I wanted fresh faces. I wanted faces na wala kayong impression about them. Na, ay, ganito yan. Ay, kwan yan. Di ba, ex yan ni ganitong artista? Di ba, kwan yan? Na pinalabas yan sa bar kasi nagwala doon. Di ba, nanay? Alam mo yun, ayoko ng ganong baggage doon sa mga artista ko. I wanted them to come in really fresh. And for people to identify themselves with any of them. Pag napanood nila, ay, feeling ko ako si Chloe. Ay, feeling ko ako si Pawi. Ay, feeling ko ako si Carlo. 'Di ba? Hindi nila kailangan na ay gusto ko maging Julia Barreto. Iba na 'yun. 'Di ba?
Tama. But what is your opinion on the notion of concern dun sa bankability ng actors? Are we too focused on the bankability of actors?
In general?
In general.
I'm not the guy to shy away from that. No? I'm fine with that. I saw the issue with 13 and I understand both sides. No? Yes, people would want na ang mag-dub, totoong dubber. But also, I would understand people who produce 13 to have a strong recall by giving the voice of 13 to a big star. And alam mo, yung intention lang naman ng bawat filmmaker is to make a movie where as many people can see it. And however you get it, I'm there. Because I don't want to make a movie where I only show it to my brothers and sisters.
Tama. Thank you, Direk.
Question kay Direk Erik. Direk, itanong ko lang kasi.
Hello.
Yes, Direk.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Direk. Direk, kasi parang no doubt na in Filipino cinema, there is a saying that says sex sells. And this movie kasi, di ba, open naman kayo na sinasabi nyo na marami siyang ganung scenes. Ano yung comment nyo dun sa sinasabi na may mga filmmakers na itinatago lang yung or itinatago yung pelikula dun sa paggawa ng mga sex scenes?
I don't know about them, no, but I don't make a movie just for the sake of doing something, no. I think siguro parang napakita ko na naman na hindi naman ako gumagawa ng kahit ano lang. no? And of course, I want people to trust the kind of work that we put out. And I'm hoping that they look at it beyond than just, gusto lang nila magbenta ng sex, no? Because they can always get sex on the porn sites. Libre naman yun, di ba? Ang pinaka-importante, ano ba yung kwento? Ano bang gustong sabihin? Yun, I think dun na ako. I trust that people can see it through that lens, no? Pero siyempre, before nila mapanood, siyempre maraming kuro-kuro, hindi ko na ma-control. In as much as pwede rin minute ang ulo ko, pero hindi ko naisipin muna, di ba? Yan.
Well said, Derek. Derek, last question. 3 words to describe the movie.
I think when we decided to do Upstream Originals, we wanted, and tayo, di ba, we were getting by. Yun yung pinaka-malungkot sa industriya natin. We were getting by. Meaning, parang kung ano lang, uy, pasalamat na lang tayo, ayan o, gumawa tayo, ayan, gumawa tayo Zoom movie. Wala yan lang kaya namin gawin eh. Diba? I hope that with this movie, A Girl and a Guy, diba, that challenged all the challenges this pandemic gave us, no? Doing a movie with several characters na hindi lang limited to dalawa, diba? In the wanting to survive this pandemic as an industry, diba? I'm hoping that this could be a punch in the gut. Yung parang mabuhayan naman tayo, parang resuscitate naman tayo na merong matapang, merong in your face na movie na ginawa na hindi lang parang nanggigilid-gilid dahil pandemic, di ba? Yung parang ito, we went out and did a movie despite of the difficulties of making the movie. And I think that's something everyone should, in the industry, should look into and say, let's support this, let's watch this. We need a punch in the gut. Eh. Kailangan natin mabuhay yung industriya, kailangan magising ulit. Diba? And pwede namang tingnan nila na hindi ito yun, pero sa tingin namin, kami, gusto namin, ito yung offer namin. Diba? Na kahit gaano kahirap gumawa ng pelikula ngayon, ito gumawa kami. Young, fresh, energetic, dynamic, hindi siya yung parang lungkot-lungkutan, naglalakad mag-isa sa forest, kasi pandemic, isa lang yung pwedeng kayang palakarin. Alam mo yun? we challenged ourselves, di ba?
Kilala si Direk Matti sa ganito mga klase ng pelikula, pero how would you describe his approach in directing the intimate or daring scenes? How much freedom was given to you?
All of it. All of the freedom. We were he gave us the chance to display how we would do it. And then he instructed us on some parts, choreographed everything. So, and he's very fun to work with. So it just makes it a lot easier for us both. Alexa.
Well, si Direk Erik po, first and foremost, before everything started, even as he, gave me the role po, sinabihan niya na po ako what the movie would entail, if I was willing to do it. And then he briefed everyone. He told everyone that this is my idea, this is what I want to show. And I don't want to be super careful about everything. I want to tell it as it is. I want it to be, super, super true to life. And that's what happened po with every sensual scene that we took. Of course, as co-actors, we took care of each other. And a few of the crew members were also instructed to leave the room para comfortable kami. Pero lahat po kami kasi sobrang dedicated din po sa role namin and sa story that it was very free. Yes. Tama si Rob na free po mag-direct si Direk Erik Matti, and we were free to show how it is in real life, how we do it in real life, and it's just beautiful.
Thank you. And for Direk, what did you appreciate the most about working with these fresh talents?
I've worked with a lot of young actors, and a lot of times, a lot of them are quite conscious of how they'll eventually come out in the movie. Maraming arte, matutulog na lang, may double eyelashes pa sa mata, kasi ayaw tanggalin, di ba? Matutulog na lang, naka-lipstick, di ba? I think the trust that I got from the commitment and the trust I got from this bunch of actors is really, really parang heartwarming for me. Ang sarap lang na you're working with someone who puts their full trust on you. But at the same time, that full trust, parang the burden also is to use the trust well, no? Na that when they see the final product, they say, yeah, it was worth it. It was worth all the commitment that we gave. If you, ang maganda nga dito sa bunch of people is because they know the characters too well. I think the way it's written, even if it's written by somebody like me, who's 50 years old, the writer is the Ange Pisumal is mid-30s, pero it's sort of revealed the kind of inner workings of a generation. Ang ganda lang mapanood na, okay, this is how we look at our children, our kids, but in their own world, they have a separate way of doing things. Iba yung operating mode nila, no? There are several scenes nga that we did where a lot of it, I asked, there's one scene with Roshson and Alexa na hirap kami edit kasi when I gave them the chance, I said, okay, here's the script, but in order for the fight to be authentic, can you just go with the flow and say whatever you want? And I ended up with so much material na ang hirap pa iksiin ng eksena. No? That's in the opening of the movie. And imagine this, no? When you have the liberty to tell a story, a private moment na hindi mo iniisip na isi-censor ba yan, kailangan bawasan, ganon. It's a scene where si Roshson and si Alexa nag-away while they were in the middle of a lovemaking. So imaginein mo, half of the conversation, both of them were undressed. But they had to talk like, because they're boyfriend girlfriend, so you don't need to hide yourself while you're talking to your boyfriend, di ba? For Roshson or for Alexa. So parang ang ganda lang to bring it out on film where all these years kinakalculate natin lagi na ay dapat nagsuot na siya ng damit, dapat alam mo yon, but in real life she wouldn't have or he wouldn't have. 'Di ba? Kasi hindi lang naman masakit sa babae maghubad, ang lalaki masakit din sa lalaki maghubad, 'di ba? Hindi rin ganun ka-comfortable in front of other people. So I'm always saying it's both the male and the female. And they're half undressed. They're going into an argument. And at first, I thought, tang ina, ubra ba to? Baka mamaya matawa yung mga tao or maguluhan or, di ba? And it worked. It really worked. Ang ganda niya.
Yeah.
No? But if I were the judgmental director, I would have kept her pagkatapos ng nang nag-away na sila sa lovemaking, pinasuot ko na siya ng damit kaagad para lang mag-conversation siya na nakadamit, di ba? Yun.